Hi everyone, welcome to Teen Tarot. This is your weekly pick-a-pile reading. You're going to be looking at pile 1, which is a rose quartz, pile 2 with the fool's gold or pyrite, and then we've got pile 3 with the amethyst. So just kind of look and see which one seems to be capturing your attention the most. And we'll get rolling along here. Okay, go ahead and start with pile 1 with the rose quartz. And this time I ended up feeling like I needed to draw 3 sets of cards, and one of them being from different decks. And so we'll just have to find out why as I go, I guess, here. So anyway, I've got an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle here, and it's Spider. What a wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious mystery untamed. Okay. And then I used the mystical manga first. So let's see what it gave us. Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Wow, okay, 2 7s. Interesting. All right, so this one kind of seems like usually, you know, the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing energy. There's no gender in tarot, but it's like kind of that person you can always go to when you need a big hug, like that kind of person. And then when you have the 7 of Wands, it's like, it's sort of sometimes it can be like it's someone's fighting for you or you're fighting for something. It's like a conflict, but it's like something that's worth it. And then the 7 of Cups is usually, you know, laying out options where you feel like you have a lot of different options that you're trying to consider. So, you know, this could be that you are looking for the one. That's what I just heard. That's weird because I'm not sure how it's going to all go together yet, but I just heard that. Looking for the one. Okay. That makes that makes sense by itself, they're saying. So let's look at what we're clarifying here. We've got the Darkwood Tarot for this. I've got the 9 of Wands, which for some reason I feel like I'm supposed to put these backwards. Let's do it. All right, I've got the Hermit card in reverse. I've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then I've got the 9 of Wands here. So, okay, to me, it's like the looking for the one thing. It's like you've realized that you need to come out of your shell. You need to stop avoiding what has happened before because, you know, you recognize you've been moving at a snail's pace and basically have felt like, you know, you just didn't have the energy to put yourself out there again. But now you're realizing that you need to just, you know, move forward. You need to get out from behind these bars right here. Okay, with the 9 of Wands. Because you've got the Hermit in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, I'm going to stop hiding. I'm going to stop moving so slowly. I need to move forward. And I guess, you know, when you look at the Oracle card, now it kind of makes sense. Like, you need to channel your inner wild child a little bit and just realize that a mystery can be a delicious thing, can be a good thing. Let's look at these. I've got the Karma Music Tarot, Queen of Swords, and then I've got the Sacred Circle here, Tarot, Page of Cups, and then I've got this 4 of Swords from the Golden Black Cat Tarot. Okay. I think that it's almost like you just need to kind of look at this more logically. Instead of letting your fear get the best of you, look at it a little more logically. Just be like, okay, you know what? I don't have to put myself out there like full-fledged, you know, like completely at first. I can just kind of tiptoe in. This is the Page of Cups here. This is someone who's still in kind of reflective energy. And the 4 of Swords is like healing energy. It's like you don't have to go all out right away. You just need to take a step. You need to take that step. And so, you know, this wild web you're weaving is a good one. Like, it's not a bad thing. And so if you just kind of, when you start to feel a little afraid, tell yourself the truth. Like, be the Queen of Swords energy, which, again, no gender. Just say, okay, you know what? The truth is the people I'm meeting now are different than the ones I met before. Every single human being is different. This experience will absolutely be different than the one before, no matter what, because we have different people involved, right? And I've been reflecting on my part in my past relationships and my past situations. I've been healing from my wounds. I'm ready. So I really do think that this pile, pile one, I think you're supposed to be taking a little leap into just being ready and open for love, finding like the person you should be with. Now, granted, I'm not talking like you're going to get married necessarily here. You may this early in your life meet someone that is going to be your forever person. But I think right now it's more like whether or not it's that deep, it's like it's going to be a real and committed and trustworthy and positive relationship that you're looking for, like the one person that you're supposed to be with right now. And so that is what I have for you guys, pile one. Hopefully this helps you. I will have the signs readings out over the weekend as well, if you want to check those out. And hopefully, you're feeling pretty brave and excited about new love. All right, we're going to go to pile two, which was the pyrite here. Put that there. Your oracle card, pile two, is the frog. May the lily beneath your chest allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. Serenity means peace. So you might be hearing a lot of scary noise, right? Like it sounds like things are going terribly. There's suffering involved, but there's serenity behind it. So it almost kind of feels like, you could be in a place where you're kind of suffering and dealing with some really difficult things right now, but this is kind of encouraging you, saying you are going to heal from it and you are going to have peace. So let's just see what all of this has to do with that. So I have all the same tarot decks I had before. So that was the Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. This is the Mystical Manga Tarot here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, Queen of Coins, okay. Knight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I'm wondering if you're going to be kind of coming out of a time where you had way too much to do. And you're finally going to feel stable, like I can pay all my bills. I'm, in a place where I know what to expect. And it's like, if you're, obviously teen tarot, I know most of you are young enough, hopefully you don't have bills to pay, but it's more like that energy of, and these, no gender in tarot, by the way, like that energy of like, I have everything done I need to have done. I've paid for things I wanted to pay for. I have a steady pace. I'm organized. I have a routine, like that kind of thing. And I think it's almost like you just had way too much to do and it's settling down. And you're finally going to have time for relationships, like to focus on your friendships, potentially, love relationships, family. You're going to be focusing on love a lot more at this point, because I think you're going to be kind of realizing that love and your relationships are even more important than all this stuff you've been doing. It could very well be that you've been through something that has shown you that your relationships are more important than all the stuff you've been doing, and you've settled things down on purpose. All right, so I've got the Darkwood Tarot to clarify. The Magician in reverse, Tower in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. Wow, okay. Yeah, this seems like definitely a difficult time is coming to an end. Let me get these out to you just to kind of make sure I'm getting the right thing here. The Karma Music Tarot says King of Swords here. And then the Sacred Circle says Ace of Swords, and that's very interesting because you have it in the reverse and then in the upright here. And then the Golden Black Cat Tarot, the King of Pentacles, going right along with that Queen of Pentacles. For some reason, I didn't feel like I was supposed to put those right here, so I'm just going to roll with that. It feels like they're kind of telling a story almost. I almost think it's like you've gone from being in a situation that was manipulating your entire world. Like everything was being decided for you. You were being pushed into all these things that were have-tos instead of want-tos. And it almost feels like some sort of tower moment must have happened where, some sort of like crisis occurred where you suddenly like had to take a pause, or the people around you, like your family, something around you like had to take a pause and had to stop just doing. And it was like, because you were not on a clear path, like you didn't have clarity. You didn't know where you were headed, and you needed that. You needed King of Swords energy, like no gender, but King of Swords energy, King of Pentacles energy, Queen of Pentacles energy. You needed to be in a space where you felt like you knew where you were heading. You knew how to create stability and peace and calm in your life. And it's like, I think you finally just hit this moment of truth of like, I need to know exactly where I'm heading, and I need to like settle down and think, what do I want? What do I actually want? What is important here? How can I have a more stable energy? So again, it's like, when I first started reading the spread, I kind of thought like it almost had like a money tag to it, even though, depending on your age, you may or may not feel like that resonates completely. But I feel like it was like more just the stability that's like a metaphorical thing, when you feel like you have, money to pay your bills, right? If you're paying bills, you feel like settled. And so it's that energy in whatever situation applies for you. It's settled energy. And like, I'm on the right path now. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I can focus on what's important, like my relationships, love. And if you look at this, it's like there's serenity or peace behind the drowning croaks. Like all this crazy stuff that must have happened, all of this stuff that was just going too fast and was harmful and, kind of that in crisis mode, you're going to be finding peace because you're getting back on your path and you're realizing what's more important to you. So pile 2, hopefully this helped you. I sincerely hope that you are able to feel that peaceful feeling very, very quickly, because I know that's so hard. And also I will have the signs readings out this weekend if you want to check those out, by the way. And so that's what I've got for you, pile 2. Let's see here. We're going to go to pile 3 now, the amethyst. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button for me. I really appreciate those of you who do that. Here's the amethyst. And it's journey. Daughters of our mother, walkers of the unknown. Take with you on this journey all that you hone, or like all that you've gathered, all that you've learned, all of that, okay? And that was the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle there. Now I've got the Mystical Manga Tarot. Let's see what we have here for pile 3. All right, 4 of Wands in reverse. We've got the 8 of Swords, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so typically for the 4 of Wands in reverse means that some sort of structure in your life has kind of collapsed. Like it could be something as big as like a divorce or a loss. It could be something like moving to a new place and starting over. It could be changing schools. It could be like, something that was important to you, like a season in a sport you've been playing that gave you a routine and gave you motivation and gave you a reason to do well. Like that might have collapsed down a bit. Maybe you've decided to do something different after you graduate than you had planned before. Some sort of a structure has collapsed in some way. You may have like applied for a college that you didn't get accepted to, maybe even something like that. I'm sorry if that happened, by the way. And then right now you're just in your head because the 8 of Swords is a time when you are just in an anxiety mess. Like, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do? I'm trapped. And it's like, clearly, she could walk through these swords if she had her blindfold taken off, but it doesn't feel like she could walk away from the problems that are going on. But if you look here though, after all of this almost feels like a timeline in a way. There is stability and balance coming, okay? And so it's like, duh, here I am like looking at this oracle card. Of course, this is like a journey. It's like from past to present. That makes perfect sense. All right, the Darkwood Tarot, let's see the clarification. We've got the Emperor, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, so some sort of like authority figure or system, like something that was in charge, something you didn't have control over is what went upside down here. Like the King of Pentacles, meaning the stability, something that made you feel stable. This is just clarifying this and validating it here. It was making you feel unstable. Good luck coming. Okay, again, we're ending on the positive, getting away from this, getting away from feeling trapped, getting away from feeling like everything else is controlling you and getting towards something that makes you feel free. So this up here too could even be something like, you know, a controlling energy that made you feel trapped. So, but I also kind of feel like I'm kind of hearing that there might be two stories here, like some sort of stability collapse that you had no control over and you're heading toward balance, but also it could have been like something causing the collapse, like some sort of, you know, bully or someone that you answered to or something you answered to caused the collapse maybe, and, you know, pieces coming your way. So the Karma Music Tarot, we have Lilith, which for that one, it's like the Empress card for that deck. And then we have the Two of Swords, which in this deck, the Sacred Circle is called Opposition. And then the Eight of Wands, which is, you know, the Golden Black Cat Tarot, we've got essentially, you were dealing with, again, like some sort of oppressive thing here. I usually don't get that vibe from the Empress. Usually with the Empress, I feel like it's almost like the birth of a new idea or some sort of like super nurturing, super encouraging energy. But this one almost looks more like someone who's closing her eyes, no gender, but closing her eyes and just like not seeing what's really going on and just not making good decisions about things. I mean, guys, I hate to say this because I would never want to like encourage people to, you know, have strife within their family in any way, okay? But we do know that sometimes the people who are in charge of us, there may not always be a healthy thing going on there. And it almost feels like this could be parents who were taking stability away for some reason. I just heard spending, overspending. I don't know. That could be. Something happened there, but it could involve both parents or guardians or whatever, people who, maybe multiple people who were in charge of something for you that didn't sort of uphold their responsibilities in some way. Or it could also mean that, like, let's say there's a divorce situation and you have, you know, parents who are at odds with each other and they're trying to make you decide between them, like, you know, where do you want to live? Who do you want to visit? How much visitation do you want? Like those kinds of things could even be involved here. But the Eight of Wands energy is, again, moving quickly away from the conflict. And so it's just interesting how we have like multiple potential stories here of being in a place you don't like being in, feeling like you don't have a lot of control over that, whatever that your situation may be, and different things resonate for different people. But whatever it may be, you are heading into a place where you are going to feel okay. And this Eight of Wands is telling me it's fast. It's not going to take very long for you to get out of this negative space. So the journey here, it's like everything you've learned, everything that you've been through, it matters. You know, it's made you who you are and it's made you strong, and you're going to be moving into this good luck, this stability, this balance as a stronger, more mature person, like ready for what's next in your life. So, you know, I know there were a lot of different things said, but when that happens, it usually means I am saying very specific things to very specific listeners. So one tiny piece of this probably was something that was like, oh, that's me. And, you know, so hopefully this helped you. I am going to post the signs readings this weekend as well. And so I'll probably do that probably Sunday. We'll see how that works out. And meanwhile, I just hope you have a great start to your weekend. Hit that like button for me if you don't mind. I really do appreciate that. And we will see you next time on Team Tarot.